Welcome to the instructional video on how to use Google Docs and Google Drive Part 1. In this video, I would like to show you how to create documents, how to search for documents, and how to get to your Google Drive. What you need to do is after you log into your MCSED account is go up here to Drive. You may see that this says Document instead of Drive. And if you do, when you click on Document, it's going to ask you to enable your account with 5 gigs of Google Drive space. And after you click on that and accept the terms, the document now will become Drive. So I'm going to now click on Drive. Okay. After you get into your Drive, you're going to see that I've been using Google Drive for a while. And you're going to see that this is a folder. And these are files. On the top here, you're going to see this is the agreements folder that I have created, and I'm the owner. It's going to tell you who owns it and when it was last modified. If you have a document or a folder shared with you, you're going to see that it says shared right here and who the owner is. Such as also down here, Judy Cross has shared a file with me called School Wires. But I'm going to go to the agreements folder here. As you're going to see in the agreements folder, I have created a couple of PDF files. And to create a folder where you can store files is by going to the create button and click on folder, and you can name your folder. Click on create. And actually I have created this in the agreements folder. But if you do something like that, all you need to do is click and drag, and you can drag your files and folders to organize them correctly under your My Drive space. So now we're going to go to this test folder, and I'm going to show you now how to actually create a Google document. And please note that if you create a Google document, that it does not count against your 5 gigs of drive space. So if you upload any type of Word documents, PDFs, Excel spreadsheets, pictures, anything, it will count against your 5 gigs. But if you use actual Google documents, it does not count against any of your drive space. So now I'm going to show you, if you go here to the create button, you can now go to create a document, presentation, spreadsheet, form, drawing. We're now going to create a document. And the first thing you'll notice that Google Docs looks just like your word processor, just like a Microsoft Word or WordPerfect. And you have all the same features as far as your bold, your font sizes, bold, italics. And there's a few differences with Google Docs versus WordPerfect or Word. Is that I'm going to start typing. And as you'll notice, the first thing that when I start typing, this starts to say saving. And as you keep typing, all changes automatically save and upload to your Google Drive. So what happens is normally in Microsoft Word that you will go to File and you will click on Save. And as you can see here, there is no save under File. And that is when most of the time users actually name their document as well. This is another difference in Google Docs, is that if you click on where it says Untitled Document, you can actually name your document here. And there we go, it's also now named test document. Once your document is named and you want to go back to your Google Drive, there's a couple of ways to do that. You can just click out of the document here, or there's actually a hidden back button right here called Back to Google Drive. Click on that. And now we're back to our Google Drive. Here's the test folder we created. And as you can see, the test document is now in this folder. What is really good about Google Drive is that if you cannot find a file or document in your lists, that you also have this search button or search bar up here. That now I'm going to type in test, and it's going to bring everything that has to do with test in there, whether it be a document or there's actually a word in there about test. So such as right here is the test folder we created, and here's the test document we just created. As you can see, this is the times when it was last modified. The last part I'd like to show you is how to actually upload a document to Google Drive with using the web browser interface. Beside create, you'll have an upload button. If you click on upload, you're going to see how much percentage of your Google Drive space is actually being used, and you can also choose files or folders that you would like to upload. So we're going to just say files here, and just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to upload this file called putty, and we're going to open up that file, and there it has uploaded the file putty. It says putty has been uploaded, and we can look for now document called putty, and there it is. That's how easy and quick to upload any type of document. The advantages to this is that if you use this, you can now go back to your homes, back to your laptops, mobile devices, your tablets, phones, and you can actually install Google Drive at home, or you can just go to the browser here and pull up any of these files that's in here. So no longer are you restricted by just your computer at school or your InDrive, but you can also, you get to these files anywhere, and that's one of the major advantages of actually using your Google Drive. This concludes part 1 of the Google Docs, Google Drive videos. In the next videos, we are going to show you how to share documents with other users, demo live editing of documents, moving shared documents into your OneDrive, and then in another video we're going to show you how to install the Google Drive client on your PC.